Vidak Radonjic is the founder of the Beryl Consulting Group, a firm that specializes in providing hedge fund due diligence and portfolio construction to institutional investors. Mr. Radonjic has 15 years of experience in selecting hedge fund managers. As an expert in the investments and geopolitical arenas, he has been widely quoted in the financial press and is a regular guest on several TV business channels.
My motivation to start Beryl in 2004 was born out of my passion for global financial markets and for the lack of transparency that hedge fund managers provide to investors. I turned that passion into founding a firm that provides transparency to hedge fund investing. I felt that by creating a firm that provides deep due diligence and manager selections would be a win-win for all. As our name Beryl suggests, we strive to bring both clarity and transparency to the world of alternative investments, a world that has been traditionally extremely opaque. We pride ourselves on being nimble, to move around with ease like a kayak and not a tanker, to constantly investigate and question rather than follow the herd. We focus principally on managers that are relatively undiscovered and emerging. We feel that funds that are smaller, below 5 years, provide the most value to investors. We seek managers that imbue a sense of intellectual excitement, intelligence, passion, and integrity. They must demonstrate to us they possess replicable and sustainable alpha generation skills and potential. They should eloquently describe to us their investment strategy, articulate portfolio thesis, their current positions, exposures, and risk management. Effective hedge fund due diligence must focus on two difficult questions. Number one, is their investment strategy viable? And number two, is the company structured to stay in business for long term? For example, in order to work, the investment strategy must be right for the current market environment. For a value investor, there must be plenty of undervalued securities. For a distressed debt manager, there has to be enough issues in distress. We must always convince ourselves that the business franchise is operationally secure. If any of these two questions are not to our satisfaction, we will simply pass on the investment. In order to be successful, one needs to have an edge, an ability to think outside of traditional confines. For example, I have been playing an instrument, a classical guitar, for decades, and I can certainly attest to the importance that art brings to the world of alternative investments. In my opinion, art is finance and vice versa, finance is art. Many studies have shown that music enhances one's mind. Here I'm alluding to puzzle-solving mind, a mind that results in a disciplined investor or a trader. In fact, the most recent research by neuroscience has confirmed that the discipline required for practicing an instrument strengthens visual, auditory, and motor cortices. It improves the highway of the brain's two hemispheres. It increases the speed through which information crosses the brain. Musicians can also store and retrieve memories faster than non-musicians. They can also see and hear patterns others cannot. For example, playing guitar requires similar discipline like successful investing or trading. It requires attention to detail, repetition, and pattern recognition. When I'm playing, the music gives me balance and harmony, a sort of needed meditation for someone deeply immersed in global financial markets. So what are similarities between music and investing? Successful investors are good in math, portfolio sensitivities, balance sheets, risk sensitivities. Options and future pricings are all mathematical operations. Similarly, people that have competencies in music are also good in math. This is not surprising because music is based in math. Conceptually, investing is thought by some to apply order to chaos. Isn't that what composers do when they take individual notes and create concertos, operas, jazz ballads, and pop music? My last thought on due diligence is that vast majority of managers, and I would include the investors here, are chasing the same source of return, same source of alpha, which in turn lowers the overall performance of the funds. We're happy to let the others follow the herd, so our mission continues. It gets better all the time. Our music training helps us to process thousands of investment strategies and ideas and to select the best managers for our clients.